What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. I'm going to start the playoff previews a little bit early because two series are already, completely set in stone, who has home ice and all that. So I'm going to start off with the San Jose LA series with one game left for each team. San Jose has 109 points and LA has 99 points. Fitting for the Kings, 99 being their greatest player all time. LA had their peaks and valleys this season, but they're a lot like the team that won the Cup 2 years ago. Obviously, they play in Los Angeles. They're named the Kings, but the regular season wasn't a breeze. It was better than it was a few years ago, but at the same time, they've only finished a point up on a wild card team in Minnesota, and that's the way it is. They're going to continue to battle, and that's what Kings hockey is all about. San Jose has had a fine regular season. They're really playing well. They're 4-4-2 in their last 10, and actually LA is 2-1-1 against the Sharks. I think 2 or 3 games gone overtime, so they've played each other pretty much even over the course of the season. But looking at it from the San Jose perspective, they're healthy right now. Hurdle's back, Havlat had a hat trick the other night, so that they got that going for them. I don't pick against the Kings, especially when they beat San Jose last year in a thrilling 7-game series. And, John Quick's the number one goalie for the Kings. You know that going in. San Jose has questions between the pipes, let's call it, with Stalock playing, pretty well, and Niemi having his ups and downs over the course of the season. Now, I think it's a no-brainer to start Niemi game 1 because, he's the guy that, won the Cup in Chicago and is your number one goaltender. But I'd have kind of a short leash with him in terms of if he's not playing up to the level he's capable of, the team's in a disadvantaged position, maybe roll with Stalock. Maybe give him a look and see what happens. But I look for Joe Thornton to have a pretty good playoff series, which you don't say too often, but he is a hell of a player. He led the NHL in assists this year, or was one of the league leaders in assists, I should say. And he's he's going to exercise his playoff demons more than anything, and that's what happens when you play in the league for a number of years, and you get the same old story every year in the playoffs. And he actually finished three assists behind Crosby, so I apologize for reporting false information. But I'm taking the Kings in the series. I like what they have. I like the depth. I think Gabrick's due to break out and have a few clutch goals for them. Kopitar had an awesome year. Mike Richards had a really bad year, but I think he's looking to break out both in terms to maybe keep himself in Los Angeles, or if he gets bought out or traded, he can go to a good situation, an advantageous situation. So, Richards is going to be inspired, knowing that his days in LA could be numbered, knowing that he's playing for his position going forward. And I think that's a healthy thing to have because Richards is a great competitor, one of the better players in the league in terms of playing a two-way all-around game, and I think he's gonna be inspired. And inspired Mike Richards is a good Mike Richards to have on your hockey team. He had 41 points this season with -5. That's not the Mike Richards we all know. And I think Jeff Carter will have a big postseason. And I know Dowdy's been banged up as of late, but if he can play the way he has this year. I mean, he had an amazing run at the Olympics, and he's been really just an all-around, hell of a defenseman for LA this season, really excelling in all situations. You look at it, he has 37 points, and say, that you expect more out of him. But if you watch him play on a night-out basis, situations he's played in, I'd say he's a definite X factor for this series. Doughty, if he can produce and make life easier for his forwards in terms of creating offense off the rush, moving the puck, doing things like that. That's a big thing. But going back with San Jose, Joe Pavelski really broke out this season. Like he's been a good NHL player for a while. This year, 77 points, 39 goals. He'll be shooting the lights out, trying to get to 40 in the last game of the season. And Patrick Malo having 30. They got some pretty good young talent. The aforementioned Tomas Hertl is back. Matt Nieto gives him some depth and some speed. He'll be playing down a few lines with Rafi Torres coming back, and Rafi Torres actually playing pretty well, which doesn't happen too often. But you look at Vlasic had a great year, Norris Trophy candidate as far as I'm concerned, and the ageless wonder Danny Boyle also having a not spectacular year, but he's a guy that can move the puck and can make life tough in terms of trying to keep him hemmed in the zone. And he had 12 goals in the season, double-digit scorer from the blue line. So again, this is going to be a thrilling series. I think it's going to be another 7-game series with LA pulling out the winning Game 7 in San Jose. But I could very well be wrong. And I mean, for all we know, this and the if St. Louis and Chicago meet up, it would be probably the two best first round series, arguably the two best series in the playoffs. But anyway, that's our next episode of the Power Play with CJ previewing the San Jose LA matchup. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the season and beyond. Later, guys.